Well, I'm going to refer biblically to this spraying chemicals on humanity, and you can tell it's not a commercial flight because the trail ended. You know, jet engines just don't turn off in mid-flight. This is chemicals. They're spraying chemicals on you. And this is mainly nanotechnology for mind control. The artificial intelligence has been launched. They've done this before whenever they want to take over the world or change humanity or eugenics the world. I know they want a new race of humans, smaller, less intelligent, less capable, weaker. And they plan on killing everybody on the planet after they get your guns. And then they'll start taking away your food. And you can see that's a trail right there that just spread out with the electromagnetic radiation. So you can listen to Dane Wigington all you want, but guys, this is AI, artificial intelligence. That's why they call it SAI, stratospheric aerosol injection. This is artificial intelligence, just like you have artificial food additives and colorings. Okay, that's what this is. You're breathing it. It's in your food. It's in your bottled water. It's when they frack, they put it in your water well systems. Okay, this is forcing people to not give a crap about anything. If you look off into the distance, okay, you will see another trail over there. See it? So they even do it behind the tree lines. If you look up here, you'll see another trail. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 trails. Today is February the 19th, 2018 here in Louisiana. And this is why the police, they don't listen to us. They listen to rich people saying, okay, we're the bad guys. We're the bad guys, the ones that are trying to save children. We're the ones that they need to take guns away from. They're trying to classify us as crazy because we can see this and you can't. I assure you, there's nothing crazy about seeing reality. And if anybody's crazy, it's the people who can't look up or don't care or consent. If you don't care, if you don't look up, if you don't speak up, then you consent to it. And therefore, they keep doing it. The only way they would stop doing this is if you stop consenting to it. That means the majority of the population has to say no. And somehow now we live in a place to where, for example, the FISA documents can be released and prove that when I do these chemtrails and I talk about conservative people or being conservative, see, if I'm filming chemtrails, that means I'm conservative. That means just like Hitler killed conservative people. That means I'm against the power structure. And what they're trying to say is people that are against the power structure shouldn't have guns. Well, the power structure wants us dead. They want us erased. They don't want us around. Matter of fact, they want everybody erased, but they want us erased first. It's exactly what Hitler did. He strategically takes people out that don't conform to whatever the elite tell him to do. And like I said, if you don't speak up, you don't consent. So what happens? God classifies you as a goat. Because if you're allowing them to degrade the genome that God created to make us less human and more machine-like, then you have what they call an antichrist mentality, according to the Creator. You have to. What else could it be? If you consent to what Satan does, the left, then you might as well join his team. You become an enemy of God. You become enemy of the people that God chose to make you aware. Open your eyes to see what others refuse to be able to see. I was in a parking lot yesterday, and it was a black guy. He had a football hat on, Guess he was a football player, whatever. And I said, look, and there were X's in the sky. It was just horrifying what I was looking at. I said, what do you think that is? I said, and there was a commercial plane flying right below. I said, well, look, that commercial plane doesn't leave a trail. How come there's chemicals? I said, these new engines don't leave those trails. So he saw a commercial plane flying, and then he saw that, and he just got in his truck and left. They don't care. So what they're basically saying is, hey, I want to be on Satan's team. I want to be on the side of evil. I want to consent to transhumanization, the slaughter of humans, and creating an artificial, intelligent, less capable human being. I consent to this because I'm too busy watching football. And you're telling me that we're crazy? You know what they're trying to say? See, they always say the opposite. They're trying to say that we are risks and that people like us are so crazy that they need to take our guns away. We might walk into a school and shoot children. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much self-sacrifice and torture and ridicule that I've been given throughout the years for trying to expose the truth? It's a literal crucifixion. It's an absolute electronic torture, harassment, gang stalking. I get followed around by the police like I'm some kind of a lunatic. And the only reason I got into this movement is to save children, to save the world, to be a good person. And they're trying to say that we're a risk to killing children. Are you kidding me? That's just like Hillary Clinton calling Donald Trump in conspiracy with Russia when she sold Uranium One to Russia. They always blame the person that didn't do something. They point the finger in the opposite direction. That's what Satan does. He's been doing this for thousands of years, and you just don't get it. Now, you see, these things aren't dissipating. They're staying up there. I've been filming these genocide events. Prince talked about it. He's dead. Merle Haggard sung a song about it. He's dead. Oh, well, it happened naturally. No, you can kill somebody in a hospital. You can inject cancer into somebody. You can give them liver failure. You can electronically torture them, give them a heart attack. There's all kind of ways of killing people and getting away with it. And I mean all kind of ways. Chuck Norris wrote a book and he talked about solar radiation management, the dangers of it. His son was poisoned on the set. Oh, that's just a coincidence. I talk about it. My daughter was murdered, and then they said she killed herself with heroin, and I know for a fact my daughter never did heroin. And if she did do heroin, somebody convinced her to do it because and then the day before she died, she was in an argument with her boyfriend, and he threatened to overdose her with heroin. And he's walking around because just like in the story of Jesus Christ, when you speak the truth, or you're even related to somebody that speaks the truth, you all becomes a part of an enemy of the power structure. And they infiltrate everybody, just like they did the disciples. And eventually they kill everybody. That's their plan. Unless you speak up. Unless you look up. Unless you do something. One person can change the world. One person. I love you all. I do this for love. I don't do this to be called crazy. I was considered when I worked in the corporation and when I was a kid to be very intelligent, most intelligent person. When it come to school, I was bored to death. But when it come to know about things, I knew a lot about everything. People knew that about me. School is not where you get educated. Sorry to tell you that. School is a place to where you go backwards in knowledge, and it's conformity, it's conditioning, it's being plugged into a system, which all you're doing is learning the evil ways of Satan. That's all you're doing. You don't learn anything about creation, where you're from, or where you come from. Hey, baby. Hey, baby boy. We literally live in a time to where the animals, let me tell you, my dogs, they're fully aware that this earth is changing. But the human population's not. How can we live in a world to where the animals are smarter than the humans? Well, we do. That's a fact. The birds, the bees, the chickens even know something's wrong here. There's no worms. You know, instead of buying food in a grocery store, if we were planting the food, we would know that things aren't growing because of the microwave cell towers and the chemical warfare. We would know this stuff. But no, they strategically designed it to where you go buy food at a grocery store that's nothing but, it has the same chemicals that they're spraying on you in it. What you happy for, baby boy? You still have your tears in your eyes, huh? People keep spraying him with phosgene gas and mace and all kind of things because he protects me. He's a good protector. He's a good boy. I love you, baby boy. Love you, baby girl. I love you. You big beast. Even when the animals sit in this dew, well, this stuff comes down on the animals. So this is also animal abuse. It's human abuse. I don't even like my dogs laying this, but I can't stop them from doing it. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Keep them inside all day? Well, please, you've got to stop this. This is technology that we don't need. We don't need the world under artificial intelligence. What we need is God back on this planet. We got to go back to basics. That's what we need. Thanks for listening, guys.